But very early in the pandemic, we realized that actually we were going to survive because we have a robust organization, we have a strong balance sheet, we have responsible shareholders, we have fantastic creditors that actually supported us through the worst moment of times. But we realized that as important as protecting the business through the crisis was to win the recovery, but also making sure that while the pandemic was happening, we were not dropping the ball of fundamental long-term trends like decarbonization. So we put in place a plan that success for us was over a longer period of time. So yes, going through these three phases, protect the business, win the recovery, and build back better, and realizing when was the right time to hold the blocks in terms of protecting your losses, protecting your liquidity, etc., etc. But when was the time to really start recruiting back, because the recovery was going to be very, very fast. So defining success over a period of time, I think, is a fundamental thing that we did wisely, in my view. The second thing is success to whom? It's not just success to shareholders. It's not just success to creditors, but it's also success to your own employees. We are a living wage employer. I did sponsor the organization to become a living wage employer. And one of the things that we realized very quickly is that it's in times of crisis where you have to deliver on your commitments. It's very easy to become a living wage employer when you have abundance and you are making profits and you are paying dividends. But the relationships with your own employees rely that when you are facing difficult times, you are also making those commitments. So we made the commitment that we were not going to abandon our living wage employer. With hindsight, one of the best decisions we made. Why? Because that has allowed us to attract talent back rapidly when the demand has come back. Also, we decided not to abandon our commitments to the prompt payment code, making sure that we were paying our small and medium enterprises on time. Because if as a big organization we were struggling with liquidity or worry about liquidity, we're not struggling, we're worried about liquidity. Imagine a smaller organization. So we made the decision that we were not going to change the terms of payments to our small and medium enterprises. So defining success not only for few stakeholders, but actually through the entire ecosystem was a fundamental part of the success. So if I have to really flag, one of the things that we really did well was, first of all, is making sure that the foundations in terms of team, culture, purpose, personal resilience, all these things were ready as soon as possible, because you never know when the next crisis is going to hit, was really, really important. The second thing is designing a plan that was answering very clearly a very difficult question, which is how do you define success? Over which time horizon, and success to whom? And I think being able to address all the different stakeholders over a longer period of time has been, for us, the biggest finance strategic moment that actually now we are celebrating. But at the time, it took a hell of a lot of an effort.